It was a happy night in Washington, D.C. Many people came to watch a play. Abraham Lincoln, the president, was there with his wife. He smiled and waved. Suddenly, a loud gunshot was heard. People jumped in fear. Some screamed, others cried. The laughter stopped at once. Something very bad just happened. Everyone in the theater looked to the president's box. Abraham Lincoln had been shot. People began to run. Some shouted for help. Many could not believe it. Doctors came quickly to help the president, but it was too late. People were very sad. People cried in the streets. They loved Abraham Lincoln very much. But who was this man? Why did people care so much? Why did someone want to kill him? The story of Abraham Lincoln is full of surprises. He was not always a great man. He came from a small house made of wood. He did not have a lot of money as a child. But he had big dreams. Abraham Lincoln became a leader when the country needed help. He worked hard to make people free. He wanted to stop something very bad, slavery. Because of his work, he had many friends, but also many enemies. Some people did not like his ideas. One of them made a plan to stop him forever. This is the start of the story of Abraham Lincoln. How did a poor boy become a great man? Why is he still important today? Let's find out. Abraham Lincoln was born in a small wooden house in Kentucky. This kind of house was called a log cabin. His parents were Thomas and Nancy Lincoln. Abraham had a sister named Sarah and a baby brother who died young. When Abraham was still a small boy, the family moved to a new home in Indiana. The first winter in Indiana was very hard. The family lived in a small shelter and had little food. Later, they built a better log cabin to stay warm and safe. Abraham helped his father work on the new farm. He cut trees and cleared fields. He did not enjoy hunting, but he worked hard every day to help his family. When Abraham was only 9 years old, something very sad happened. His mother got very sick from bad milk and died. Abraham was very sad and quiet. A year later, his father married Sarah Bush Johnston, a kind woman with 3 children. She gave Abraham books, love, and warm care. He called her Mother. Sarah saw that young Abraham was smart. She helped him read books and learn new things. She gave him time to study and told him to dream big. Abraham went to school only for a short time. Most days he worked on the farm. But when he had free time, he read every book he could find. He became very good with an axe and helped cut many trees. As he grew, people liked him because he was tall, strong, and always ready to help others. At age 21, Abraham Lincoln left his family home and moved to Illinois. He wanted a new life. Illinois was a place with more towns and more jobs. Lincoln did not want to be a farmer. He tried many things. He worked in a store, helped carry mail, and even made a trip on a flatboat to New Orleans. The flatboat trip opened his eyes. He saw big cities and many people. He also saw the sad faces of people held as slaves. These pictures stayed in his heart. After the trip, Lincoln went back to Illinois. He lived in a small town called New Salem. There, he tried new jobs and met many new people. In New Salem, Lincoln did not just work. He also joined groups and talked with people. He shared ideas and helped solve small problems in the town. One day, a short war started nearby. It was called the Black Hawk War. People in the area chose Lincoln to be a leader of their small army group. Lincoln did not fight in the war, but he learned a lot. He met other leaders and made good friends. This helped him start a career in politics. Soon, people voted for Lincoln to be part of the state group that made laws. This group was called the state legislature. Lincoln worked hard there. This was just the beginning. Lincoln's big ideas started to grow. Helping people, building towns, and making fair laws became his dream. After working as a lawyer, Lincoln spoke more about his ideas. He gave speeches against slavery. His strong voice and words made many people listen to him. In 1854, a new law about slavery made Lincoln speak out. He said slavery was wrong and unfair. He wanted all people to have freedom, not just some. People liked Lincoln's ideas. He joined a new group called the Republican Party. This group did not like slavery and wanted to stop it from growing. In 1858, Lincoln gave a famous speech. He said, "A house divided cannot stand." He meant that the country cannot stay together if some states allow slavery. Lincoln ran for a big job in the government. He did not win, but people across the country now knew his name. They saw him as a smart and fair man. More people began to believe Lincoln could help the country. His words gave hope. He made people think about what was right and what was wrong. In 1860, the Republican Party chose Lincoln to run for president. He worked hard during the election. He gave many speeches and met with many people. Some people liked him because he was honest. Others liked his ideas about stopping slavery. Lincoln did not want to take away freedom from others. In November 1860, Lincoln won the election. He became the 16th President of the United States. It was a big moment in American history. Lincoln became president in 1860. The Southern states did not agree with him. They left the Union and started their own country. It was called the Confederacy. The Confederacy was made of slave states. These states did not want to end slavery. Lincoln said no state could leave the United States in this way. Soon, war began between the North and the South. It started in 1861 when the South attacked a fort in South Carolina. This was the start of the Civil War. The United States was now in war. Lincoln led the Union. He called for soldiers to help. Some states in the middle were not sure which side to join. These states were called border states. They allowed slavery but did not leave the Union. Lincoln hoped they would stay and help the Union win the war. The war was long and hard. Many battles were lost. Lincoln learned more about war and picked better army leaders. He wanted to win and save the country. The South had a strong man named Jefferson Davis. He led the Confederacy. He knew about war and had been a soldier before. He was ready to fight. Lincoln had little war experience, but he tried his best. He learned fast and listened to his army leaders. He worked hard to lead the Union to victory. Even with war all around him, something very sad happened at home. Lincoln's son, Willie, became sick and died. Lincoln was heartbroken. In 1863, Lincoln gave a new order called the Emancipation Proclamation. It said that all slaves in the states at war against the Union should be free at last. This law changed the Civil War. Now the war was not just about keeping the country together. It was also about giving freedom to people who were not free. Many people were happy about the new order. Some were angry. But thousands of black men joined the Union Army. They wanted to fight for their freedom. Black soldiers fought bravely in many battles. They showed great courage and helped the Union get stronger. Lincoln was proud of their hard work and strength. Some people in the North did not want these men to fight. But Lincoln said they had the right to help. He believed all men should have a fair chance in life. Many lives were lost, but the Union Army started to win more battles. Lincoln knew that freedom and unity were worth fighting for, even in hard times. In November 1863, Lincoln gave a short and powerful speech at Gettysburg. The land there had seen a big and bloody battle just months before. Lincoln spoke for only 2 minutes, but his words were strong. He talked about freedom and the need to make sure all people are equal in the country. He said, "Government of the people, by the people, for the people." This short speech, called the Gettysburg Address, became one of the most famous ever. The war kept going, but Lincoln did not give up. In 1864, he had to run for president again. Some people wanted someone else, but Lincoln still had hope. Many were tired of war and loss, but as the Union began to win more, people started to believe in Lincoln again. They saw he was trying to save the country. In November 1864, Lincoln won the election. He would stay president. This win gave him the power to finish the war and to bring freedom to all people. In April 1865, The war was coming to an end. The Union Army won many battles. The South could not fight any longer. General Lee gave up to the Union. Lincoln was happy the war was over. He did not want to punish the South. He wanted peace and to help people feel like one country again. He asked for kindness. He said, "With care for all, let us fix the nation." Lincoln knew the country needed to heal. He wanted to bring people together, not push them apart. In January 1865, before the war ended, the 13th Amendment passed. This new law made slavery illegal in the United States. It gave freedom to all. Lincoln was proud of the new law. He worked hard to make it happen. He wanted to be sure no person in the country could ever be owned again. Many people were happy and full of hope. They sang and danced in the streets. The law gave black people a new life. They could dream and plan for the future. One night, Lincoln and his wife went to watch a play at Ford's Theater. They sat in a special box above the crowd. People smiled when they saw him. But during the play, something terrible happened. A man walked into the box and shot Lincoln. The crowd screamed. It was a very sad moment. Lincoln was carried to a house near the theater. Doctors tried to help, but it was too late. On April 15, 1865, the president died. People cried and could not believe it. The man who shot Lincoln was named John Wilkes Booth. He did not like Lincoln and wanted to stop his work. He ran away but was found later and died. The country was in shock. People felt lost without Lincoln. They stood in line for hours to see his body. Many towns held big events to honor him. Lincoln's death came at a time when the country still needed him. He had started to bring people together. His dream of unity was not finished yet. Abraham Lincoln is one of the most remembered presidents in the United States. His words gave people hope during a time of war and fear. Many still repeat them today. He is known for saying, "Government of the people, by the people, for the people." These words show how he believed in people's power and freedom. Lincoln worked to end slavery and to keep the country together. He helped many people believe that a better future was possible with hard work and care. He is called the Great Emancipator because he gave freedom to many people who were once slaves. This changed the history of the United States forever. Many black men joined the army to help Lincoln's dream come true. They wanted a place where they could be free and live with respect and peace. Without Lincoln, slavery might have stayed longer. He made a big change for the better. He showed that good leaders can really help the world. Lincoln died at a very sad time. The war was over, but the country still needed healing. People cried because they lost someone they deeply loved. After he died, people built statues in places to honor him. These can be seen in big cities like Washington, D.C., and even on money like the penny. Children learn about Lincoln in schools. His story teaches that one person can make a big change if they work hard, care, and do what is right.